Hey everybody, we're back again. The Coon Prairie Ramblers. Estamos llegar.
Segment dos.
Is that right? We have
Pretty
arrived?
much, yeah.
I said it right.
You're talking in tongues over there. What'd you say?
Estamos llegar.
Well, I heard that.
We
What does
have
that mean?
arrived.
We've arrived. The Coon Prairie Ramblers circled up and ready to go.
We've been waiting to arrive for about 4 years now, but so far.
There's another way of saying that, right? We've arrived.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Estamos aquí.
Estamos aquí. Yeah.
Y'all are good.
Yeah.
We're going to have to leave here and go eat at a Mexican restaurant.
All right.
We'll have
We'll
lunch.
go to Cinco de Mayo and get the gizzards.
They got great gizzards there. I don't know if you like gizzards.
Hey,
Gizzards?
I
fried
don't
gizzards?
know if I've ever had gizzards.
Oh, my
Hey,
goodness.
this is a free advertising.
You're
for
missing
Cinco de
out.
Mayo.
Yeah, for a free commercial for Cinco de Mayo.
What is Cinco de Mayo?
You know where
Is it a
Sears
restaurant?
No.
No, it's a little, like a deli you buy stuff at. You
Yeah.
know where
I've never been
you know
there.
where Sears is?
Yes.
It's right next door to that on the left-hand side.
They
Great
got
gizzards.
the best gizzards.
Oh, my goodness.
Me and Luke and KC, we used to get our gizzards after the show,
Yep.
go to the park.
Go to Veterans Park and sit on the concrete benches and reminisce and eat
Yeah.
our gizzards with hot sauce on them. You like hot sauce?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, hey.
Are they? Is it poultry? Is that what gizzards are?
A gizzard is like a second stomach to a chicken, and it's like a little grinder thing, and it grinds up the food for processing.
No,
it.
that don't
It
sound very
That sounds
appetizing.
lovely.
It sounds nasty, but they're good. I mean,
Just
Well, you-
because you put hot sauce on
when
it
you
doesn't
clean
make
them
it
out,
Mexican.
When you render the chicken dead and you clean out his gizzard, then you cook it.
it's
Right.
still better than liver.
Yeah.
Anything
liver.
better than liver.
You like
My
liver?
mom works for a poultry company, and my aunts and uncles, and I've always heard about gizzards, but we never ate them. And I figured there was a reason for that because my mom and my aunts, they would all know.
Oh,
And they didn't eat them either, and they worked around them, but they didn't
I've
eat them.
never had
Well,
gizzards.
if
My
you see enough raw gizzards, I guess maybe that would turn you against it.
That's probably the case then.
It's an inner. We may not want to risk that.
I am
but
your case study.
They're good. Well, it could be an adventure.
But look at us. We're nice and healthy and everything. We eat gizzards.
We're too
all the
healthy, yes. Wow.
time.
Is this our subject? Are we talking
No,
about
we're going to
gizzards?
talk about vacations.
Boy, let's see you
And I
segue
can-
from gizzards to vacations.
Well, sometimes we eat gizzards on our vacation.
All right, that'll work. That's pretty poor,
I'm
but
good
that'll
for
work.
talk about vacations because I only had one in my as a child. I only had one vacation,
Only one?
so it's my favorite one.
There you go.
Apparently
Yeah.
so.
Yeah,
Where
we
did-
packed up the '58 Packard
Well, you're old.
in 1958. It must have been old. We never had a new car. It must have been an older Packard. But because the doors used to fly open. It was a 4-door, and if you go around the corner, the doors would fly open.
Gee,
But
that's,
anyway-
that's before seatbelts.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going
put
to
in
say.
put in your mind Beverly Hillbillies. Okay, we packed up. We was going to go down and see my mother's estranged. Well, she wasn't raised by her father, but my grandfather. But she always loved him, and and she'd go visit him. You know. So then it was the first time I ever had. I was 8 years old. The first time I ever saw him, and we packed up the
Gizzards?
Packard.
Or your relatives? I'm trying to keep gizzards in it. Never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead. I apologize.
Yeah, and he was probably sitting down there in West Virginia eating a gizzard. I mean, I'm sure.
West Virginia? Oh,
We
yeah. I'm
went
sure
down
they
to
got
Huntington,
gizzards
West
up there.
Virginia, and we packed up. We had a pull behind trailer, and we had two. We always had a bunch of cocker spaniels around the house because we had two female cocker spaniels.
bunch of them?
We always had plenty of cocker spaniels, and so it was Honey and Pepper, and we loaded them up. Maybe there were some puppies in there too. I don't know. And put a tarp over it, and we headed down, and it was pouring rain when we left Ohio, and we crossed the Ohio the Ohio River, and we got over the other side. We wanted to swim in the Ohio River, and I've never
Because?
been in the Ohio River.
Uh-oh.
My mother, she never had a swimsuit,
Wait a minute now. Tell me she went skinny dipping with y'all.
not quite,
Okay, good.
but she wore a bra.
You're scaring. That's at least that. Good. Good.
Well, that's all she had. She had a bra and a pair of shorts on.
Works.
And it was a big bra.
Well,
You know,
a bikini is nothing but a bra and a pair of underwear anyway.
And
so.
I'm only 8 years old, and I'm thinking, I'm sitting over on the back, I'm thinking, gosh, man, I'm embarrassed.
Don't look, Ethel.
Oh, Mom! Well,
Traumatized.
That's funny.
This is your favorite vacation? Oh, that's right. It's your
That's
only
my
vacation.
only vacation.
Okay, well, you got no choice.
No, I haven't had a vacation as an adult. I had.
Wow.
But as a kid, that's the only one I ever had.
And you swam in the Ohio River.
On Ohio River. and we camped out at a roadside rest. And in the morning, I was up at the top of the hill when I went to sleep. In the morning, I was down at the bottom of the hill.
And you don't remember rolling down the hill in the middle of the
I
night?
don't remember it.
I've heard of sound sleepers before. You must have been in a coma.
Yeah. Maybe I hit my head on the way down or something.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
But anyway, we made it down there. We didn't stay in my grandpa's house. We camped out in his backyard.
Made you camp out. Well, y'all weren't very welcome.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was
in retrospect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could come, but y'all got to sleep out in the yard with the dogs.
Anyway.
Wow, you have a favorite vacation?
You know, most of my childhood vacations were camping with my grandparents.
Lucky you.
And we went to all the historical spots. We went to Williamsburg and Gettysburg.
'Cause you're from
Virginia. From Virginia, yeah, the Shenandoah Valley. So we did a lot of
Shenandoah.
camping.
Did you have siblings?
I have a brother and an older sister, yes.
Did they have certain things that they wanted, like a brother who wanted to see Civil War battle spots or something like that?
I think it was my grandmother. I mean, she just, and well, probably my mom and dad
set
too.
The agenda?
Pretty much. It was her camper. It was a little pop-up.
Oh, yeah.
And all of us would pile in.
It's amazing
and go
how many and how much you can pile in one of those things.
Oh, I know.
Pop-up. That wasn't that long ago.
Right.
But we haven't always had pop-up.
They're still around, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I think that's where, because we were talking about off air, we were talking about the history, but I think that's where I got my love from it.
I was thinking that.
My grandmother, and she was very big into photography as well, and I think it just all grew from there.
Wow. So you did a lot of that. Most of your vacations were.
Yeah, that's what we did. Because I remember once, Mom and Dad, we went off on our own, not in Grandma's trailer, but we had a tent.
Uh-huh.
And we went to Nag's Head or Myrtle Beach or somewhere, and it was horrible. The mosquitoes were so thick, and I swell up really bad, and I got bitten lip, and it was just all big and swollen.
Had a fat lip, huh?
It was horrible.
You got a picture on Facebook?
Hey, you got any pictures?
No, I
use?
don't have any pictures of that.
Come on,
I just
come on.
have the strong memory.
There's got to be some pictures somewhere.
It was, Mom would spray the mosquito spray, and it just seemed like they were having a party. They were like, oh, cocktails.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah, they were at the buffet there with y'all.
Yeah, we stayed the next 2 nights in a hotel, and I think those are the only 2 nights I ever stayed in a hotel.
Oh, you poor
Because we
thing.
just didn't have, we were.
Did you have any catastrophes on vacations? Well, other than the mosquito lip?
I think it was that mosquito lip.
Skeeter lips. Oh, we got a new handle for you now. Skeeter lips.
I think it was that same vacation. We had our little station wagon, I think it was. It was pea green, and we had a bunch of stuff piled on the top and tied down.
Looked like the Beverly Hillbillies also coming down the road.
Yes, I could relate.
Yeah.
I was picturing myself right there with you. Pardon?
Any pets? Like
No.
You bring animals with you?
Like
No.
Mitt Romney with the dog tied on top of the car?
No, we didn't have any. But we had like lawn chairs and stuff tied up there, and we're rolling down I-81 in Virginia, and a car comes up beside us, and they're beeping, and their lights are going, and we had lost half our stuff on top.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it was, and it's funny the things you remember, but.
Yeah. Well, see, that's better than going to a fancy resort or whatever.
Right.
Because you made those unique memories that nobody else has.
Well, in Virginia, like the vacation that all the little kids want to go on is Disney World. Like that's what I never made it there as a kid.
People save up, and that's the vacation of a lifetime for some people.
It was like
they'll go once, and that was the highlight of their life.
Yep, only the people who had money could do that when I was growing up.
And people think that we go all the time because it's in our backyard, but I've been a lot of times. I don't like it anymore. But
my oldest daughter, my 16-year-old Allison, was saying the other day, she's like, it's just so weird to think that people have never been to Disney World. She's like, do you know there's people who've never been to a beach? And it's just such a foreign
we take too much for granted.
concept.
Hey,
but in
just
Florida,
a few years ago, I went to Key West for the first time.
Yeah, I need to make it there. Have you been there, Luke?
Twice on cruises, dropped off and stay a few hours and get on the ship and leave.
Well, that's not going to Key West. Key West is driving down there.
That's the adventure. I understand that. Well, goodness, we're about out of time for our second segment. We're going to have to come back and maybe talk about vacation some more. So y'all sit tight and don't go away. We'll be right back.